Hi, everybody. So I'd like to talk to you about tongue scraping and oil pulling. And these are primary foundational practices that we can do for our oral health and to help detoxify the body daily. So there's many different types of tongue scrapers. This is the one I have. This is copper. They also come in stainless steel or plastic, other materials. I would recommend getting either stainless steel or the copper. And first thing in the morning, when you get up to go to the restroom, you just stick your tongue out and stick the tongue scraper in the mouth at the base of the tongue, as far back as is comfortable without choking, and gently pull it along the top of the tongue. And there might be an accumulation of gunk that gets there, and that's called ama, which are toxins that our body is getting rid of throughout the night. So we want to get the bacteria and the ama out of our body through either our practices like tongue scraping and oil pulling and sweating daily and a proper elimination. So this is one way we can start doing that. So you pull all the way the length of the tongue, you wash off the gunk, and then you do it maybe 4 more times or however many times is good. You just go very lightly. You don't want to irritate your taste buds. And then wash this off. And then after that, you can take sesame oil, which is good for most people. Mind if you have any nut or seed allergies, but you just take a little bit of the sesame oil, put a little bit in your mouth, and then you start swishing. And this is oil pulling. So as you're swishing it around in your mouth, being mindful not to swallow any of this oil as you're oil pulling, but try to get it through each of your teeth. So you end up making faces and using muscles in your face that maybe you don't use normally, which is good for our face. We're exercising our face. So it's face yoga as a bonus on top of the oil pulling. So swish around, keep it really active, the mouth and the face, and get it in between each tooth, imagining it or feeling it nourishing the tissues of the mouth, sinking into the gums and the bones and into all the tissues of the body. And also it's pulling out bacteria. So it's pulling the bacteria out from our mouths and giving us a nice moisture barrier to the start of our day. It also helps with gingivitis, helps with recessive gums, any dental issues like that. So after you're done swishing around, swish anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. You can end up doing your body abhyanga while you're swishing. So I usually tongue scrape, I oil pull, and while I'm pulling, I do my full body abhyanga in the morning. You could do dishes, you could prepare breakfast, whatever it is that you like to do while you're oil pulling. And then spit it out, either in the compost or trash can, something like that, out in the garden. You really don't want to spit it down your sink because it might end up clogging up your plumbing at some point. After you spit it out, then take a sip of warm water. So I have my water bottle and I fill it with half boiling water and half filtered water. So it's just the right temperature for me. You want it warm enough where it's going to take away any of the excess oil. So you spit the oil out and then you take some warm water, squish it around in your mouth, and then spit it out. And do that a couple times until you feel you've gotten all that excess oil out of your mouth. You don't want to swallow any of that because it's just accumulated and collected all of that bacteria and ama. We don't want to bring that back into the system. We want to take it out of the system. So you do that, and then you're ready for the next part of your day. It's a pretty quick practice, and it's once you start doing it, it's very enjoyable, and you almost feel like gunky in the mouth if you don't do that during the day. At least that's my experience. So enjoy. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you.